So basically this is just our simple review of the PowerSmart suitcase inverter. Now you can find these all over Amazon. There's different brands. They're probably pretty much the same whatever you get, but this is what we found because it was the best bang for the buck. And yeah, it's just been working. So now I usually don't have it here on the seat. I usually have it back on the rear sugar scoop because my wife said it was kind of gassy out here. So yeah, that would be, make sure you don't run this indoors or anywhere close to windows, things like that, because you don't want the carbon monoxide, because that is bad for you. Carbon dioxide, good for your plants, good for the earth. Monoxide, kill you. So yeah. Okay, so guys, I know I've been waiting for this, and I've been running it and running it. I've ran over 100 hours on it, changed got the break-in, the 10-hour oil, and the 100-hour oil change before I did a review on this to make sure it was reviewable. And so far, it's been running really good. Did have a few issues with, it seemed like water in the fuel or something. We're on a boat, and that happens. But yeah, the thing has been pretty darn good. I will show you the faults we've had with it, but to supplement what our solar doesn't bring in, which is right above me here, this has done a pretty great job. And we've been running this for, I believe, about 8 months, 7 months, somewhere around there. And yeah, it's done really well. So on the front of the panel here, you'll see these USBs. They should have put a cover over these, or I don't even know why you'd want USB directly on the generator because you have outlets. So that is something I don't like, and that's pretty much it. I really like the Eco. I run it all the time. I have overloaded it a few times and it's recovered from that very well. So hopefully you can see all this, but let's go ahead and start this thing, and I'll show you how easy it is to start. So first you turn it on, pull the choke, then at the top here you'll have turn this to the on position, and you have it in eco mode, and then you just pretty much start it. And as you saw there, it started on the very first try. Now to power up something, I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here. I usually tie it in. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this in because that's kind of scary right there. Okay, now that this is secure, I'm gonna go ahead and put a load on this. Now this is a 2500 watt generator, but your peak load, your average load should be about 1900 watts. That's 15 amps. So inside I have my inverter set to charge at 15 amps. Now I can adjust it down and up whatever I see fit, but that would put the max nominal load I can run off this thing. So it's pretty happy doing that, and I've put a lot of hours on it doing that as well. So I'll plug this in. Now I know they say keep it unplugged, but the way I have the inverter set up is it waits for the power, and then it applies it later. So plug this in, and here we go. Choke, start. It should kick on here soon. There it goes. It's starting, and then it's going to rev up. Now let's go inside and I'll show you what it's actually doing. Okay, so we're inside the house, and down here is all my adjustments for my power. So, and then of course my breaker panel right here. And we'll get into that in a little bit to show you how we run the AC. So right here on this multifunction, you'll see I have the amp set to 15 amps right here. And it's a bulk charge. And if I adjust this down to, you'll hear the generator die down. And I have it at charge only. That means the house is also running on any accessories you run would run on the generator itself. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this all the way down, and we're going to experiment with some AC. And if I needed AC power in the house while I'm running AC, I'd have to turn this over to here to turn on the house on the inside inverter. Now in our breaker panel, I've got it bridged, so I'm only running on one 30 amp cord, but this generator makes a max of 20 amps, so that's more than enough. So I'm going to flip on our aircon there, and down here you'll see our aircon starting, and this is a 1800 or 18,000 BTU, so it pretty much uses the max this generator will produce. So I turned it on, and we'll hear it starting. So the aircon is starting, you hear it right there. Got the vent going on, and there's the peak. That's the surge. I do have soft starts on these ACs, so it will lessen that blow on the start, but it still probably gets close to the 20 amp area when it first hits. And then it runs about the same as when I'm charging the batteries just on the house. I can actually go in here and I can charge about 2 amps more, so I'm running this at night, so I'm still putting a little bit in my batteries as well. Let me show you that. So when I'm using this at night and we want to run AC, I'll turn it back over to there because we're not cooking or anything because we have that electric kitchen. And I can bump this up to about 2 amps, and I'm still getting charged. You see my bulk charge just came on there, and we are running the AC as well. Now to turn this generator off when I'm done with it and it still hasn't run out of gas, I go ahead and do this. All I do is I sit there and I turn my amps down to 0. I'll flip this back over to house so I'm not pulling a load on it. Then I come out to my generator with no load, and I'll just shut that off, and then I'll close this to keep water from getting in my fuel there. So if this review of this generator inverter was helpful, go ahead and like the video. And if you want to see more content of us doing crap on a sailboat, subscribe. We used to be land lovers, we're empty nesters now, and yeah, so we moved our cooking and DIYs, and now we've added travel into sailboat life. So yeah, subscribe to us and leave comments, feedback. If you want to know more of how we power our house on the water and also do a full electric kitchen, I can show that. I think on average we use about between 50 and well, this month we used $100 in fuel, which is cheaper than our electric bill, but we had friends on the boat. Got a spider on my hand right there. Ooh.